So, a little bit of a technical difficulty. We had intern Jonah on for the first time, and he accidentally shut the stream down. So we're gonna be trying this one again. We're gonna fire it back up. This is still the power hour. We're still gonna have Ripster on. We're still gonna get ideas flowing. But again, poor summer intern Jonah, 1900 out of 1600 on the SAT. Still not enough to cut it on the streaming clearly. So all right, we're back. Don't worry, Ripster's gonna be hopping over in a second. Appreciate you guys bearing with us. All right, the group of you that came back, we're figuring it out. Again, poor summer intern Jonah. You know, he didn't click the right link. But yes, Ripster, don't worry, Ripster's coming back. I see you in the chat. I see you, Ripster. All right, let me just add him on here. All right, Ripster. So here's what happened. We're back. We're live. What happened was we had our summer intern join the stream for his first day, and he accidentally just ended the whole broadcast instead of leaving when it was his time to go. So yeah, we figured it out. Appreciate you bearing with us, but what's going on, man? How are you doing today?
One sec.
All right. Take your time.
Yeah. What's up, Luke?
What's up? All right. So first things first. I had a little bit of bullshit on my end. You have a little bit on your end too, in that I like the chair. You used to have the awesome chair in the background. Yeah. It's gone.
Yeah, the chair is gone. Yeah, I moved to my new office. So, nice designer wall. So
okay. I mean, it looks good. Don't get me wrong. It looks good, yeah. But I did like the chair. So did the chair just totally disappear, or what happened?
Yeah, it's down in my men's cave.
Oh, okay. All right. So the chair is still somewhere.
Yeah, I'll bring it if you really like it. I'll just bring it. Next time I'm going to bring it in the background.
There we go. We get the Benzinga chair going. Yeah. But all right, man. What's up? What's going on? What's on your radar today? I got a list of tickers I've written down. I'm sure people will have some in the chat. But what's going on in your world? What's interesting for you?
Well, start of the June was kind of slow, rough. But in last couple of weeks have been, good. NASDAQ has been breaking new highs, so our swings have been working on all those tech stocks, and we were playing IPO hype for last 7 days. Every micro cap, maybe it's a shitty micro cap or what, it was a good micro cap, doesn't matter. It was a hype IPO and everything was running. So we really had a good stretch over here last 1 week.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does the quarter turning over and us entering a Q3 or second half of the year, does that do anything for you, or is there any fundamental change that happens or change in your thinking, or is it just hey, we're about to roll into a next week and it's another week?
No, I mean, I look at monthly candles, but I don't really care about quarterly what we call the rotation or quarterly seasonality. I don't really look at it. For me, if I'm looking at NASDAQ and S&P, I just want to see how the monthly candle is looking. When I was alerting the NASDAQ breakout, last week, so that's what I wanted to see, that higher high on the weekly candle and then the monthly candle. So if you see NASDAQ broke out 347 or something, and we got those calls at 345, 46, that went almost 400% in a week. So for me, I just want to see the breakout. So when there's a consolidation, anything, then it's going through consolidation on indices. It's nothing. You won't get those big moves. As soon as the indices break out, the stocks break out too, right? So you can trade them. So for me, I don't really care quarter to quarter. If the trend of indices is going up, it's changing, they are breaking out of a tight consolidation, that's all I want. And if it's at the beginning of a month, nice, it's even nice. I can see the monthly candle higher low or higher high, so that's even nice for our longer term swings.
And so I want to break down the process a little bit more. So you're looking at the monthly candles on the on the indexes, are you using those to inform like swing trades on individual stocks? Are you using them to take action on like the ETFs of the indexes, or how exactly are you using those monthly candles?
No. So if you look at the Nasdaq, right? So
Yep.
so monthly, because you asked about the quarterly, that's why I mentioned
Yeah.
monthly.
Yep.
But monthly is a too big of a time frame to trade your short-term swing trades, right?
Okay.
Monthly, yeah, maybe but monthly can give you a kind of a feeling. Are you on Nasdaq? One second.
Yeah. This is triple Q. So this is Nasdaq ETF.
Yeah. So let's go to the weekly. It's a better view.
All right. Let me see if this gives us a weekly. There we go. All right. Here's weeklies.
Yeah. So what do you see? What do you see at 340 range? What did you see there, right?
Yep.
So you see a breakout out of a range of
Yep.
340, 345, right? And what did happen next? So if you took that trade when we broke that range 343, 345, what did happen this week? Higher high, higher low, right? So if that's the case, it's breaking out. So if Nasdaq is breaking out, then we want to see all the stocks that are part of Nasdaq, right? Facebook, TTD, all those. Then we take those trends. People have been since March and April, we've been in downtrend, not in downtrend, but everything was weak. Growth was weak. Tech was weak. People are like, oh, Rip, this is cheap. Let's buy. This is cheap, right? I always say I don't want to buy cheap. I want to buy when there's a trend, and when the trend started, when there's, even if it's about to break out, we got TTD. We won 25% on that on portfolio. We got Facebook, right? The Tesla was breaking up, broke out other day. So all those bunch of trades, as soon as the indices start to trend, you can take, and you can make much more than you're just trying to find a bottom, or you're just trying to trade a consolidated market, right? So market works in a certain way. There's a trend day, there's a chop day, right? So chop days, chop weeks, you won't make anything. Even if you buy your options, that they will expire. The theta will keep killing you.
In chop, you mean basically the chart is just going sideways, right?
Sideways. And if you see a chop at a weekly thing, is Tesla goes 10 point up, 5 point down, 10 point up, 5 point down. You can buy Tesla options, but your thetas will keep expiring. My point is, you want to trade a trend. Every stock, every indices, it has a same life cycle. A stock will go up, then it will make chop, and it will create a certain kind of pattern, right? It will create a pattern in those choppy days, and when it breaks that pattern, it starts the trend days again. So you want to be, as soon as the trend starts. It's my style, my personality. Viewers can be different, but that's how you make the big money. That's why if you play options, your options go crazy big in a week or a couple of weeks. Like Nasdaq swing went 400%. That I alerted on Twitter. Right, so that's you just have to follow the trend. Don't sit in the consolidation. Find where the trend is. The growth was dead for a while, right? It was bottomed out, but we didn't go picking growth. I gave a list of 9 or 10 stocks back in May, and they were dead, but they started trending. That's when you get in. You don't want to bottom fish. So that's how we do it on all these names. So yeah, since that reversal started, this month has been really good. The portfolios has been really coming up. So we've been doing good,
Okay. Yeah. And any individual stocks you want to talk about? Any individual names that are especially interesting? I mean, you've tweeted about a ton in the past several days.
Do you want to talk about some large caps, or I can recap a couple of large caps first.
Yeah, let's do some large caps, and maybe let's do some biotechs too. How's that?
Yeah, I might have one biotech for you today, actually.
There we go, baby.
Yeah.
One second. Get the air horn going for Ripster. Other ones I'm seeing in the chat a ton. Baidu. I've seen Baidu popping up a ton. Wish a few times.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been looking at Wish at all.
Yeah. Let me try to explain this wish scenario, right? And it's going to be similar to how I explained people about Clove, right? Clove or Lots or everything. There's a hype for everything. There's a hype. There's potential. Everything is there. but you play the hype, but still use some rules to play the hype. I play the hype. I made, but I play the hype by rules. I look at what resistance is breaking, how the trend is working, how's the 10-minute or 1 hour EMAs are working, right? I scale in, scale out. I probably made more money on Wish scaling in, scaling out than I would have made it holding it, right? The problem with the new traders or the market is those who come to Twitter or those who go to Discord looking for next best thing, right? That's everybody's task. They hear something, they hear about GameStop, they hear about AMC, they want the next best thing, right? So
Yep.
which can be that next best thing, but it is up to you how you manage it, right? You have to make a plan, right? You can't just buy a Wish and just say, oh, it's going there. It might go there, very well. It might go there if you are patient, right? It might not go there, but there's money to be made there, right? So like I have alerted Wish every time it's at a key level. Risk reward, I say risk reward, right? If I have a 2 point risk, if I buy at 11, or let's say buy at 12 Wish, I will sell it at 10 no matter what.
Yep.
Because 10 is my psychological number.
Okay.
But people won't do it because they have the random thoughts of random gains in their mind. They don't think how much they will lose. They think how much will they make. So for Wish, they'll think, oh, we'll make 20, we'll make 30, we'll make 50. They might very well make 50, 30, 50, 60, right? It has potential. That company has potential, right? Again, I say everything has potential. They have to prove it. I don't hype the stuff up, but I play the hype, right? I think every time I alerted Wish, people made money 3, 4 points. I still hold my core, right? And right now Wish is at that 15 level. You have to play the level, right? If Wish has to break that 15 level. It's coming down at 12 EMA. I would say good risk reward if it consolidates it. But
and look we have a special guest for you, per request.
Oh, my friend!
I just got given this shirt, Luke.
Okay.
I played in this rock. Hello, I heard Ripster. Is he here? Is he still here?
Hello,
Ripster. I was gone yesterday. I played in this golf tournament, the Rocket Mortgage Pro-Am, with Lexi Thompson. If you follow golf, Lexi Thompson. Google her.
Is that you tanned? I see you like tanned.
I am tan. I was out there. I was going to do the show from the Rocket Mortgage Classic. Got Phil Mickelson for an interview, but then I said, nah, I don't know if the technology would work. But yeah, we were interviewing like Callaway executives to see if Eli's still a buy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Ripster, are you still the most loved guy on the internets, the interwebs?
I don't know. I love everyone. I know that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm still most loved, but yeah, I get enough love. I get a lot of love in my DMs and messages.
Yeah, you do. And what I love about you is you don't dray on things that you can't control. When there was a stock not going your way, it was about 6 months ago. I forget the stock. You're like, yeah, Jason, it's not trending the way I like it. I'm moving on this one, and I'll keep it on my close watch list, and then I'll pick it up again when the market tells me to, like when the market shows signs. And most people don't do that, including myself at times, right? I've gotten stuck in stocks that have been, down 60% on, and that's just like a sin. Why? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sitting in drawdowns there's no advantage in sitting in a drawdown unless you are a yearly investor who doesn't open up his stock every 6 months. It doesn't help sitting in a drawdown. You can use that money somewhere and come back to your stock when it's trending. People just think if they don't buy the dip, if they don't buy the bottom, they're going to lose a lot. No, you'll make much more if you buy the trend, right? I will say buy, sell, high, buy high, sell higher, right?
Yeah.
That's what happened to Tesla. Everybody was crying on Tesla. They were like, Rip, what's going to happen? I was sitting on my hands, right? The day the Tesla broke out, we were waiting for that key level. We made good money. Everybody made good money, even if we traded one day. You just need that one day. But if you're an investor long term, that's fine, right?
Yep.
So, same.
Yeah. I built a few big positions. So like I have big positions in Generac, GNRC. I have a big position in Tesla. I have a big position in this stock. The symbol is BTN. It's a holding company. It's a smaller company. B as in boy, T as in Tom, N as in Nancy. And then I do my speculative plays. But I have like 5 bigs and then the speculative plays, which that's how I do it.
You know, there was one big lifetime opportunity of a good stock for people, long-term investors that I TTD, right?
Which okay.
TTD, right?
Yep.
There's nothing absolute. There is nothing absolute in this market. But when they split TTD, right? Even before they were splitting, I alerted we are going to run up into the split. When they split at $59, guess what? A stock that has been a darling of Nasdaq for years, and that has gone from $20 to $1,000, and still at same growth potential, is now cheaper in sense of it's easier to afford per share. Imagine what funds are going to load. So I told everybody, if you have an IRA stock, get TTD. Imagine what we got it at 59, $60. Put a risk at $50. 50 psychological number, big number. It's what is that? 80, 83. Your portfolio is already up 20, 25%. So you have to make those kind of decisions. You have to find those kind of names, right? Rather than just, seeing, oh, this stock is cheap, this is that. You just have to play the market sentiment, fundamental catalyst. There's a lot of things you have to do. I was just giving an example. If you're a long-term investor, you have to find those kind of trades.
Yep. Yeah. And how often are you looking for new trades versus going deeper on the trades you already have on? Like, are you always looking for new ones, or do you go deeper on the ones you have on to like, should I make a bigger position, or should I put options on it? What is your percentage, do you spend the time doing that or versus looking for new trades?
Yeah. So whenever there's a trend, I go back into the same stocks, let's say TTD or Facebook or Tesla for large cap. Whenever there's a trend for my short-term trades, and then I always say keep a core. I keep a core on all of my conviction stocks, which are long-term, and then I trade around the core.
Okay.
Yeah, like if I have a TTD and then but I'm still will trade it when I get the opportunity, and then my speculation plays. So the real money is to be made in the micro caps, right? The ones which can double, triple, like the ammunition stock that came out with a great earning yesterday, POWW. You might know about it.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So that kind of stock is which can double or triple based upon their earnings growth chart breakout, right? So those kind of stocks are where you hold your conviction big positions, and then you trade around it. But I'm kind of different. I'm kind of mix of a swing day trader, investor. So I'm an outlier. So my style is different. I scale in, scale out, trade around the core. So I want to, Jason, if I'm not interrupting any of your question, I was talking about Wish. So I want to.
Yeah. No, go back to Wish. Go back to Wish. Luke, I'm trying to get the screen back on. You see that I'm screwing up the screen. Luke, can you help me here? I'm screwing up your screen. You got your calendar showing. Sorry, yeah, go back to Wish, because that is one that is everyone likes talking about. So I'm going to stop interrupting you. I wanted to come in and say hi. I'm giving a guy a tour, a TikToker of a tour of our office, and I just wanted to say hi to you, Ripster. You're the man. And if you guys are here and you're new to Ripster, just listen to him, follow him on Twitter, because the intelligence he puts out is, honestly, you don't hear it on any mainstream news network. I promise you that.
No, I appreciate it. Yep. I really appreciate it. Take care.
Yep. And talk about Wish, what you were going at.
Yeah. So what I was saying about Wish is it's just like Clove, Lots, or AMC or any other hype stock. People never set up a plan, or they never visualize, how much can they lose versus how much can they make. They always want how much can they make. They're carried away with the hype. It very well can do it. There's a potential. There's a money to be made there. But if you just buy a stock and just sit back, there's no money to be made there, right? Like I was saying, I would have made much more money. My style is I buy these hype stocks at key levels, right? I buy them key levels. Every time I alerted a Wish, it made money for everyone. I buy them at key levels. I scale out at key levels. I keep my core. People buy and they just follow the hype. They don't make a plan. So unless you make a plan, wish AMC, nothing's going to work. You think you would have made money in GameStop, AMC? No. If you fail in a wish, you will have failed in games, AMC and game, because you will never have planned, and your emotions will control you, right? And you buy a chase and it dips, and you don't know the certain those key levels where you cut them or add them. I have my core in wish, and if it goes my certain level, I buy it again. As long as the volume is there, trend is there, I'll buy it. But I know the biggest breakout is over 15, and I will buy a big chunk of it. It might very well go 20, 25, squeeze higher. But if you cry, if you say, oh, this is a pump, this is all, that is on you. That is nobody else. Someone, if the stock have been churning so much volume, it gave you opportunity to make money. It's you, how you handle that opportunity, and if you are crying or you lost money, this is a pump, all that, it is on you. It is not on anybody who's saying buy wish, right? So many people made money on wish. They should be thankful, right? If Zach brought it out to the limelight, it should be thankful to him. How much volume that thing has traded, how many opportunities it has given. It has given opportunities to short traders, long traders, so much money to be made, right? If you can't make a money in a stock like this, then you better stop trading. Make a plan. You should have a plan. Otherwise, no GameStop, no AMC, nothing, no Wish, nothing is going to work for you. Wish might make many millionaires in future, and you might not be part of it, because you have that mentality. Oh, this guy said buy this, I bought it, and I'm down. It's a pump, blah blah. What will happen? Are you holding? No, right? So that's the summary. Money to be made there. You need to know how to make that money.
And Rip, when you're talking about the $15 level, are you citing that as the big level because we have the two highs up here on the daily candles, and then also it's sort of psychologically too?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a big level, and I think options play a part of it. I think a lot of market makers have held it over that area because the options, expiring or something like that is related to that, right? Now it's pulling back to 20 EMA, right? Let it settle. I would buy it again. I would use 10 as my risk. If it breaches 12, ideally I don't want to see 12 to be breached. I want to see it consolidate here, 20 EMA. More it consolidates, the higher the conviction, and then we use our 10 risk level, and then we ride it back up. And then if it breaks 15, we add more, and then we trade. So just keep a core and trade around it. You can't just sit in the stock that went from $9 to $15, and you just haven't even made a penny, and then you just cry. That's on people. Those people shouldn't be trading. Those shouldn't be even following anyone, because in the market, if you are not accountable, you will not survive. People, if you just think, I just want to ride next AMC, next Gamey, you will never ride it. The people who rode AMC and Gamey, some of them, there are two categories. Some of them made money in AMC Gamey because they were just, throw money in, but they lost all their money in the next place.
Did you trade AMC at all? I didn't. I just hung out on it.
I traded long. I day traded long a lot. One day I tried to short it, and I probably lost 700,000 shorting it. So after that, I didn't touch it, because that's why I don't touch these names. They play with your emotions.
Yeah, you can't short stocks like that.
Yeah. No. I mean, I consider myself a good trader.
For sure. One of the best. One of the best. There's no doubt. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But shorting any stock that moves like this is so tough to do.
The problem. Here is the problem, right? That's why I never touched them before. This time I tried a few times. It plays with your mind. It plays with your emotions, because you see the range and you see the amount of money you can make, and you think, okay, there's a lot of money but you don't understand the volatility. You don't understand, again, like I say, sometimes you forget to understand how much you can lose. You always think, okay, if I'm shorting AMC, or I have 20 points to the outside, I'll make millions. But you don't understand, if it starts squeezing, there's a market makers behind it. They can squeeze it. They can to cover their option positions. They can squeeze it to oblivion, and you will be shattered, right? So that was one mistake I did in AMC. I mean, everybody made mistakes. So after that, I never touched again. My followers know I don't touch meme stocks, right? And when I touched it, I made a bunch of money. Then again, you become emotional with these names, and I lost some. I was pretty much flat. Whatever money I made on AMC, longing it. Maybe I made a million.
Yep.
I lost it on one day when it spiked, and then that's it for me. For AMC, I never touched it.
Okay.
So that was the AMC story. But we did play good levels, key levels. I did a lot good long key levels on AMC from that 25, 30 for my followers. So we had good long trades on it. But
and going back to Wish for a second, guys, if you're out there, you've heard about the stock and you have not done yourself the favor of going to wish.com, do yourself that favor. It is a very entertaining scroll. You need crack pipes for $386. They got you. You need this free 18 karat gold ring. They got you. So make the wish.com account and take the scroll through. Okay.
Yeah.
You'll thank me.
So if Wish shows the growth, that's the thing, right? If they show the growth, they have good numbers. Then nothing. Then we don't even need this any retail or whatever. It will go on its own when it proves itself. The thing is, the point is, if somebody has named this stock because he knows it has a potential, and that person will hold it as long as the potential doesn't show up, because he believes in the numbers will come to show the growth, and Wish can very well do it, Yeah. But a lot of other people, they don't realize the backstory. They don't even want to think about the backstory. They just see a stock named by somebody and hold it, right? And Wish can very well be a shop, right? So you just have to get it a time. But it's a story of retail. They get mad easy, they get happy easy. So yeah, but I'll buy Wish with right risk reward. I have my core, and that's the plan.
Boom, there it is. Wish.com full breakdown. I appreciate it. Can we talk about DD for a second? Hot IPO. I guess the general question I have is, when we have these high profile IPOs or any IPO for that matter, how do you handle them? And similar to, here, I'm going to pull up the DD site too.
Yeah, no. See,
keep going.
DD, yeah, today it's good. Yesterday it killed all the Momo in all our IPO plays, man. It was so the golden rule of any IPO is the range. If your day trading is the initial first candle range, 10-minute, 5-minute, I don't care. Daily range, weekly range, monthly range, and even yearly range. When Sharp broke its yearly range of IPO, Sharp went from $30 to $500 in a year or so. Anyways, so what I'm saying is, on all these IPOs, you have to play the range. So what was the range yesterday on DD? DD range was 18 to 14. When it opened, I think 16. Yeah, we were buying at 16. I said stops at 16. It can go lower because that was the first print, okay. Lowest print. And we got out. We got like 70, 90 cents. I alerted. We got out, and I didn't even touch it. I didn't even see it today. But what it's doing today is good. It's bullish. But your risk is still 14 on DD. Don't think that, this IPO is cheap. This IPO. If IPO breaks its opening print, that DD 14 can go to 10, right? And if DD breaks 18, it can go to 20, 25. So you have, now it's in that range, 14 to 18. That's your range to play with. So every time it comes lower, 14, 15, you buy it. You know where your stops are, and that's how you play all these IPOs.
Yes. All right. So it's all about the ranges, guys. Jason was pumping it up. He is the I'd say the most helpful person on FinTwit for education. I saw a lot of Hugh chatter in the chat too. Hugh is definitely up there. But all right, so there's the playbook on IPOs: is know those ranges, be aware of them, and we just took a look at Wish.com. DD, I'll point out the gem on this website for a second. All of us in the U.S., we lose out because we only have Uber, Lyft here. DD actually has a service for when you get a little too sloshed at the bar. Yeah. They will send somebody out to your car with a scooter who then drives your car home. So it's not like you're out and then you got to take an Uber home and figure out how to get your car the next day. DD figured it out. Uber, take a lesson from that one. We would all appreciate it.
Right. So I think people have some questions on Baidu and Baba.
Yep.
So
Yeah. Can we? Yes. I'm hoping to do Baidu, and I just got word from our news S2. I think KR or Krispy Kreme, DNUT just opened. So. All right, let's look at Baidu. So much Baidu in the chat. Let's check it out.
See, Baidu, we traded the calls the other day from 200 to 210. I alerted, and I think it went 50, 60%. So you have to watch that 210 level on Baidu. Here's how you do it. You buy small, and once it breaks a key level and trend starts, you buy more. Okay. What this does it for your trading is that when you buy small, if it's not working, and I'm just saying for a short-term trader, you can cut it with smaller loss. But once it starts to work, it breaks that 210 level. I believe it should run up to 220, 230 pretty easily. And then your options will start paying up. So Baidu, wait for that 210 level. Right now, under 195, I will exit. If it breaks 195, I will exit.
And are you in it right now with stock? Yeah. Like, are you long equity or you have options?
No, I sold my options. I have stock now because I don't like to buy an options and sit in consolidation. I always tell my followers, you want to buy options in consolidation, buy long-term monthly options. You want to buy a short-term options, wait for the breakout. When the trend breaks to the upside, then you can buy the short-term options. Even now, I had the long-term monthly options, but I rather have my stock rather than burning the theta. So Baidu, wait for 210 levels, set your price alerts. As soon as it breaks, you add more. If it breaks 195, you get out. If you are an investor, long-term, your risk is 178. Buy Baidu, forget it. Maybe after 1 year, it's 250, 260. That's so each risk, each reward is the time frame you are trading. Okay, if you are trading for a week or a few days, you can't have a 20-point risk when you are trying to get 5 points.
For sure.
That is risk reward. If you are an investor, yes, you can have a 20-point risk, but in a year, you're expecting a 60-point move. So that's a lot of people don't understand that the risk reward and the time frame. If you are a day trader, if you are day trading, you do just 10 minutes or hourly levels. That's how you risk and reward. So people sometimes have a risk of 30 points and they are only looking for 5 points, which is not sustainable. So you cut it, don't sit in drawdown. So that was for Baidu.
So can we just talk about these levels for Baidu really quick? So you said 195, that's the stop on the short term, which I'm guessing is coming from this candle here, the bottom of that gap. And then 210 is what we want to see on the upside to get that run to 220, 230.
Yeah, 20 EMA is also key on Baidu.
You love your 20 EMAs, right? Is that was that the main indicator you use?
Yeah, no, those are risk management indicators because they tell you if everything is lagging. I keep saying, I'll just take this opportunity to tell to my new followers, no amount of indicators will lead to your success. You need to have that ability to perceive a trend change before the trend change happens. Any indicator you use is just showing you the history. You can use the historical indicators to manage risk and probability. For why we use 20 EMA? Because 20 EMA is that consolidation of buyers and sellers, which historically shows us the bounces based upon probability. It doesn't tell us future. It might fail, 20 EMA might not bounce. But we are playing the probability that a 20 EMA on daily bounces for most stocks. If you are a new trader, you want to study that, take 100, 200 charts. Take 100 charts this weekend, see how the 20 EMA reacts on daily. You can build a trading system out of it. So you have to put work. So do that. So that's yes. So to answer your question, 20 EMA is one of that. Then I use my clouds at 34 and 50 EMA. Then 5 and 12 EMA. So those
okay. So 20, 34, 50, right?
5, 12.
And then 5, 12.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Boom. I'm writing these down.
Yeah.
We're gonna recap tomorrow those EMAs. Everybody always wants to know your EMA setup. So boom.
These are my clouds. Yeah.
Perfect.
So, okay.
And then you said Baba?
Yeah.
All right, let's look at Baba. 1 year chart, daily candles. I'll zoom it in a little bit.
Baba.
And this stock just got so much bad news. I don't know if it was the ascent of 2020 or early 21, but it's like you had the Ant Financial IPO get canceled. Jack Ma went missing. Don't worry, we found him. But he went missing for like 3 months. You had the Ant Financial CFO step down into the supposed IPO. It seems like we've gotten through a lot of that bad news now. So I guess where are you at with this one?
Baba?
Yeah.
See, the Baba, again, when the market was trending, breaking out, we took Baba calls, and 214 or something. And we got it at 230, sold it when it couldn't break 230. That's the level, 231. Now I'm out of Baba options, but I see a level again at 217 and then 210. Basically, yeah, those are your risk levels. Baba ideally should hold this 215 to 218 level. If you want to buy here, that's your risk, but it will chop around until it breaks the 230. So it's kind of in a range. If you pan out, zoom out on a weekly or candle, you see a downtrending. What is it, a wedge or what is it?
Yeah. Okay. So these are weekly candles right here.
If you draw the line, from the highs to the lows, from other high. Yeah, just draw.
I can't draw on this. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right.
We'll imagine it.
Yeah. So you see that's kind of pattern which is about to reverse. The price is constricting, consolidating above 200. So what that means is the buyers, investors won't let it fall under 200. But when will it trend up? That's the key. It should trend up, ideally 230 and 240 and then back to 300. So it's kind of a long-term trade. If you want to do that, you can play options. So that's Baidu and Baba.
Yeah, and I like this stock from a long-term perspective too. I mean, if we just do some quick ratio math, I just want to look at what was their revenue. So their total revenue, 221 billion a quarter. So holy crap, is that right? Yeah.
Krispy Kreme is going though, huh?
That's crazy. Yeah. So do you ever sell puts? Let's look at Krispy Kreme in a second. But with regard to Baba, do you ever sell puts against stocks? This is one where I've sold a ton. When Baba was getting all that bad news, I was just selling puts and collecting premium against it nonstop. I never got to sign the stock. Do you ever use the put selling strategy on stocks you like long term? That's like my go-to move.
I used to sell do credit spreads.
Okay.
No, yeah. At this time with my account size, it's not really worth my time selling stuff. So, I just trade stock.
Yep, I hear you. All right, Krispy Kreme, 1 minute candles. Here it is. Ticker DNUT, sort of like D's nuts a little bit. But again, that's Delta November Ukulele Tango DNUT, just open for trading. What is this? Maybe 8 candles, 10 candles on the screen right now. I mean, looking pretty darn good.
Missed that trade.
Yeah, I mean that's a nice step. See. All right, everybody, give Ripster a round of applause. You're in your basement by yourself. Clap for Ripster. You missed his trade because he's on here with us. So we appreciate you, Ripster.
No, I'm not in the basement. I'm in my office.
So, no, I'm not saying you're in your basement. I'm saying everybody who's watching,
Okay.
They got to give you a round of applause.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Because you gave up this donut trade in order to hang out with us.
We'll get another trade. It's fine. So I quickly want to talk about 2 stocks.
Yeah, hit it.
Right. So GAME.
All right. Engine Media Holdings, GAME.
Yeah. So GAME, right now I have over 200,000 maybe shares. I plan to get 500,000 shares of this one.
Holy crap.
It's going to be my big position. I tell you why, right? So I shared a lot of DD online, but I will just talk about their patents. The company holds hundreds of patents for all the DKNG, Fubo. These guys do online gambling, online game, live sports gambling, right? So every aspect of that gaming has a patent. You bet on a basketball game and then you see how the odds change, right? Just giving you example of one patent, how the odds change from every second the odds, like you're betting there will be this many basketball goals at the end of this game by this player, or LeBron James will do it. So every aspect of that has a patent behind it.
Okay.
So they have hundreds of patents, but they have 3-4 patents which are worth billions, right? Their TAM is billions. They are right now being used by DKNG, Fubo, or bunch of other companies, but they are owners of those patents. And I believe, I don't know why they haven't mentioned it yet. Maybe the management has some plans. I believe those patents will make it much more worth in coming months, or whenever it's going. And the ticker itself, GAME, it's the ticker name catches fire, it's going to go. So that's why it's a big speculative position for me and the management. You know Tom Rogers? So
Should
Tom Rogers is the founder of CNBC, MNBC, and
I should know that.
So he's
given the business I'm in.
Yeah, so he is leading this. And in the past, he was before there was Roku, there was TiVo, TIVO. So when he was with the TiVo, he took that company highs. He had fought legally for billions and won billions worth of dollars for fighting for TiVo patent infringement, right? So for my belief is Tom Rogers is not in this company for pennies, right? There is some big plans.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you have a guy that's made that much money. I mean,
and
it's not worth it. It's not worth his time to make another $5 or $10 million. He's got to make another $200, $400 million.
Yeah, and when they go for those patents, whenever they do, I believe this company, with its right now, it's very undervalued, and it is a small float with its ticker. It's a perfect speculation play that can make you good money. So my plan, I alerted it as an idea at 10 or some bucks, and then it went to 13. It's in this IPO range right now. When it breaks the 13, it should. That's when I expect the next leg up, right? But my risk is that 9 level. See, everything, as I say, everything there can be hype, but you have to play your plan, risk levels. So that's why I'm on game. I want a lower average. I've kind of higher average now, over 11. So that's why I'm keeping some cash to add more if it dips. 10 average will be great. So that's going to be my biggest position. So that's where I am. So we'll see where we are next time we meet. So that's
boom. There we go. There's the new one. In Ripster, I love that you appreciate the good tickers. I also want to appreciate a good ticker symbol. Direction ETFs, which makes our levered ETFs, they actually let me help them when they're coming up with new tickers because I appreciate them so much.
Okay. So you wanted a biotech?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do the biotech.
Yeah. So APRE is a small cancer company which has a data coming up in 2 weeks, I believe.
Okay.
So the float is probably, let's see how much is the float.
Again, guys, this ticker is APRE, Alpha Papa Romeo Echo. That is the stock. Yep, somebody put that in the chat. Isaac, yes, that's the right.
Yeah, 15 million float. They have 77 million cash. They had a data. They had some other cancer data came out few days ago. A week ago. The stock went from $5 to $8. My biotech circle believes the next data will be good. Even if it's good, I think it should run up into the next data. And the risk reward is good. Downside is nothing, 450, maybe 1 point from here. But look at the upside, 8, 9, 10, whatever. So that's why I like this trade. The risk to reward is maybe 1 to 4. So I've taken a position this morning. So
okay, so this is a fresh one. This one's super fresh.
Yeah, it works with the cancer is the bone marrow cancer or something which is related to. So if this data is good, it's gonna blow out. But
awesome.
Yeah, nothing is absolute. But what I'm hearing from my inner circle of biotech experts, it's supposed to be a good data sometime July or whatever. Some people are planning to hold it because here's the why they're planning to hold it, because it is trading at cash. It has 77 million cash. But let's see how it runs up into the data. I expect some move over $6, and from there we'll see. So that's the new position today.
Yeah.
So
and check this out, guys. I just put a link in the chat. We have a totally free resource on Benzinga.com. We just launched this like maybe 2 months ago. But at FDA calendar, all the upcoming catalysts that we get, estimated dates, like data's coming out in sometime in July, exact dates that we have. You can filter it down to just binary events, right? So PDUFA dates, that sort of thing. So drop the link in the chat. Hopefully it's helpful.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So that's the fresh one. So game, that's one that you've already accumulated. You want to accumulate more, bring the average down. And then the APRE, Apria Therapeutics, if I'm saying it right, is interesting as well. That's the fresh one just put on today. And you said data's within the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, expect that. I'll update. I'll put on Twitter what's going on.
Boom. Awesome.
So, all right, man.
All right. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. I am bummed that we missed the chair. You know, it was the coolest chair on FinTwit. But, you know, I'm just glad to hear it's in the man cave and not, thrown away or something like that.
No. I can't throw that away. That's a legacy chair, man.
It's a great chair. If you guys don't know what chair we're talking about, you have not been following Ripster long enough. You just missed out. You're never going to know about the chair, okay?
All right, my friends.
Alrighty, sir. I appreciate you coming on, hanging out with us, guys. Smash the like. Follow Ripster on Twitter. One of the best ones out there. I mean, you're so damn transparent. That's what I love. Win, loss, before you enter the position, right after you enter it, you're putting up the chart, the thinking. We appreciate everything you do for the community, sir.
Thank you. Luke, I appreciate it. Have a nice, good day. Bye.
Alrighty. Peace. Happy trading. Good luck. So, all right, guys. How was that? Bringing Ripster back on, coming through. We always deliver here at Benzinga, baby. That's what we do. Let's take a look at these nuts real quick. The new IPO, Krispy Kreme, 1 minute candles. It looks like it's started to level off a little bit. Again, guys, ticker on this one, DNUT. So I will be watching that one throughout the day, but it is time for me to go. This is not actually my job. I just get to come on and spaz out about stocks and hang out with you guys for an hour every day for fun. So I've got to get back to work. Dropping the link to the Twitter in the chat. Drop by, say hi. To tell us, what's going on. Yeah, somebody just summarized this episode of our show very well. Jim Stocks, from crack pipes to Krispy Kremes, you can't beat the power hour. That's the way that it goes. Crack pipes to Krispy Kremes, can't beat the power hour. Stay on the stream, guys. We're going to be talking SPACs next. I'm going to pass it over to my good friend and colleague, Chris Catchy, talking about the SPAC trade, and I will be back at it at this time at noon tomorrow. On my list for tomorrow, we're going to look at game. We're going to look at APRE. Those are two that Ripster just dropped on us at the end there. I also want to talk about CleanSpark, ticker CLSK, and maybe we'll do some put selling in Baba. I don't have any Baba position right now. I've sold a ton of puts against that, so I might go sell some puts against the Baba. But all right, guys, keep it in mind, from crack pipes to Krispy Kremes, you can't beat the power hour. Thank you, Mr. Jim Stocks, for dropping that nugget. Happy trading, guys. Peace.